trap. It had a black cloud come from absolutely nowhere. I'm about 3/4 of the way through putting a second coat on. This is sure to ruin it all. Looks like I've got another weekend painting. Morning all, back of the boat. I don't even remember last time we were up here. I explained to you that we've been told that we must paint the boat or we must leave so they don't like the look of the way it looks. So we're up here this week. You see Lauren in the background. Do a bit of preparation, a bit of sanding. Just trying to get rid of some of the bodging that's been done previously before we paint it in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, here we are. Going to be here all day in the bright sunshine. We'd rather be cruising, but we've got to get it done. So, just taking this bit of wood off here, which was completely crumbling, which I need to replace, butt up properly and seal up. Now, perfect example of the bodging that the people done before us. These were the screws that held that bit of wood in. All different sizes. To some massive ones to some tiny ones. Some weren't even in properly. There was some body filler and all sorts. What are you doing, Lauren?
Hoping that you haven't got me and my pasty white legs on film, but I know you have, so I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, I'm literally just going through, obviously, here's wood, here's steel, and it looks as though they've bodged it with just some really bad sealant. So I'm just going to go and strip all of that back, just using my, well, Dan's trusty screwdriver. Strip it all off, then I'm going to wire brush it all down. That'll get the rest of the sealant off and reseal.
So, we thought we'd, while we're waiting for some space to do the grinding, because we did that over there, we thought we'd tackle the roof, see if we can make it a bit more sealed so water doesn't leak in. Taking some of the horrible roof back so we can see what we're going to be replaced at some point anyway. And that is our problem. You can see all the way through inside the boat. Now it was full of sealant, big lumpy gloops of sealing which are doing nothing. So now we've got to find a way of sealing that before we can do our paint work. We're having fun, aren't we? Okay, we've been busy now for about 4 hours. It doesn't feel like we've accomplished much, but we have. You know, everything takes a lot longer than you imagine it will take in your mind. In your mind, I'm going to do this, and this, and then followed by that, and then we'll go home. In reality, I do this and this, and
watch the football.
And the time's finished. It's all gone. But the gorgeous Lauren has made us a lovely ploughman's lunch. Have a bit of that. Gonna move the boat.
Used our new oven, mini oven.
Use our oven. I'll show you that in a minute. Talk all about that later on. And then we'll move the boat over to an area where we can make lots of mess. Managed to make an extra couple of holes in the side though. 5 in total, but I'll fill them later, don't you worry, and I'll show you them. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my food. Ta-da! Okay, I've had our lunch, we're still at it. We've moved the boat now so we can get the grinder going. Now I've bought like a grinding disc, 80 grit. And boy, it's worked really well. I wish I bought more than one now, but you can go through like about 3 or 4 layers of paint. You can see, although it looks a bit messy now, it's lovely and smoothish. Managed to find a load of holes where he's just filled it with something on the inside, which isn't ideal, but I'll fill that properly now. Give me a chance to sort that out. And then away we go. Be able to paint it. I was doing the other side of the sealant.
It's like deja vu, isn't it? Just from a different angle.
Look at her. Look at the tan she's got, or the sunburn.
Sunburn?
I'll be rubbing the cream on you later.
Yeah, your special
After sun, of course.
After sun.
Anyway, over and out.
It doesn't make it to the final cut for YouTube. Dan, what are you doing?
Well, I'm painting. Well, I'm primering. I've repaired some holes.
How many?
About 300. It's just kept getting bigger holes and lots of little holes. filled it, had to do it about 3 or 4 times to build it up. It's still not perfect. With an old boat like this, I don't want perfect. So I'm just going to give it a coat of primer now. It's getting late, I still need some grinding to do, so we're going to paint a very quick coat, turn it around, fix the other side, more paint and grinding, and then sit down about 8 hopefully.
With wine?
And whiskey.
Lovely.
And some dinner.
Yeah. Wine?
You've got to cook the dinner.
Oh.
The day after the big workout on the boat, we were exhausted by the end of the day, absolutely exhausted. Worked good, I think it was about 12 hours, maybe a little bit more. Got a lot done. Going to do a little bit of painting this morning just for some more priming that we didn't get a chance to do last night. And then we're going to try and get home in time for the England match. We're playing Panama later today. Just walking out here with Dave. Doing a quick walk, let him stretch his legs. I left Lauren sleeping, she was fast asleep, bless her. So I left her sleeping, and I'll do some painting while she's asleep, and when she wakes up, I'll stop for some breakfast, and that'll be our day. So we'll check out with you later. Hello there. Right, we're back at the boat to do a bit more preparation work, ready for painting it. I'll be honest with you, I am rushing it a bit because we have been told that we have to paint it by end of July actually, which is a bit of a hard sort of time scale considering we work. Also we've got kids and we've got things that we need to do. So as much as it looks nice from a distance, close up I am seeing bits that are bothering but I don't really have much choice. We've got to get it done. I don't want to pay to get it taken out the water and everything at this stage, as I've got loads more important things to do. So it's about tidying it up and getting it painted to satisfy the marina, but also make it look a bit nicer. But I'm probably gonna have to do it again in a couple of years time or so. But as you can see, I've primed this side all apart from along the bottom of the gunnels, which I'll do a little bit later on. I'm going to move the boat in a minute. I've decided to take this bit of rod and wood off for now. I'm going to paint underneath to make it look nice. I am still going to try and replace it at some point because I do like it at the front, but for now I think if I can clean it up, clean all that rust off, treat it and paint it, it'll look nice until we get a chance to sort that out. And I have primer down this side, so in a moment I'm going to move it over there, grind all this, clean this up, paint the other side of the gunnels with the primer, and then I'm going to start putting the coach lines on. Very roughly for now. Do 2 coats of that. It does take 6 hours to dry in between coats, although it's scorching today. It's 31. I was out at 7:30 this morning. It was already that hot. So hopefully 3.5 hours drying time. Do 2 coats of that and cover the boat up. And then when we come back up in, I think it's 3 weeks time now, because we've got a holiday out with the kids coming up, we'll be able to do the blue, masking off the coach lines, and it will be finished to a degree anyway. But I'll put a bit of a time lapse on in a minute. Okay, so I've ground all this down and painted it. It looks really quite nice actually. I think I might leave it without the wood, I can't really decide, but that can be decided later on. Ran out of primer. That's what I did last time. I thought I calculated it right, but I haven't. But I've done the bit I need to do the coach lines now. Next time when we come up to paint the rest of the boat, this primer dries in about half an hour. So damn hot today, and hopefully it'll be the same temperature then, so I'll be able to do that last little bit and then start cracking on the rest of the paintwork. But let's see how we get on. Okay, so I put the first coat of the coach lines. Looks quite nice from a distance. It's not very nice paint to go on. I think it's too hot. It's going to take 6 hours to dry. But I mean, it's drying as I'm putting it on. I mean, it is a hot day, and it is warm, but it's not metal I'm putting to, it's wood, so I thought it would be okay. But as you can see, it's drying so damn quick. I mean, I was going to do 2 coats anyway, but I might have to even do 3. But getting the idea now, it's obviously going to have the name in that section there. Obviously Platypus, and the rest is going to be blue, obviously not grey. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to mask up along those lines, got some special tape, and then just slap on the blue across it, and then when I peel it off I should have a nice steady line. Not quite sure how thick I'm going to do the white line yet, but ultimately I think I'm going to do it to about there, so I can still have some blue around. Got Seth today, my helper. Lois is inside chilling out, we're about to have some lunch. Here she is, whee! Dancing,
I can't
dancing,
believe
dancing.
it still has percent.
Yeah, that's good. Right, checking up, see you in a bit.
First I'm going to do that one.
Okay guys, we just turned the boat round so we can do the lines on the other side. Sethy guided us in, and now he's about to tidy up the ropes. I've done a little knot, he's going to do the finished article.
I'm the cameraman.
He likes being the cameraman, he's going to be doing some filming later on. But first of all, he's going to tidy up all the ropes, because that's what he enjoys. Now Lois, what are we about to do after I've done the lines?
Eat lunch.
Say what are we having?
Yummy festival.
Yes, crusty rolls. Now, I don't think anyone's going to get that knot undone. So well done, Seth. Good effort.
But how did you do it last time?
Well, I'm clever, aren't I? I'm super daddy, so I'll be able to do
You
it.
could use it with scissors.
I could use scissors, but no,
No, strong scissors.
I won't have a rope anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got socks with sandals.
That's
Why has she got socks with sandals?
it's comfortable.
You like socks. And there's lots of stones that get in sandals.
And they can get in and they hurt my hand
Yeah.
and make them all dirty.
Very hot, but at least the sun's come out.
I can't even.
I'm not quite sure how I'm going to undo that now.
Wore socks with flip-flops.
Socks with flip-flops?
Yeah, and then
Seriously?
they stayed on, and then when we gave me sliders, and they were them. And we
Excellent.
have
No lines on this side yet.
sliders on.
That's my next job. Do that shortly.
These are my lucky socks, though.
Lucky socks. Right, now that those coach lines, it is damn hot. It's about 2 o'clock, so I can do some lunch. Should have done a bit earlier really, but I need to get that line done so it can be drying while we're eating. We're going to have some hot baked rolls, baguettes, with this nifty little oven thing that we use. I think we mentioned it last time, but let me show you a bit more. Right, little tiny oven. Got it from Lidl or Aldi, can't remember which. It was only £30. Now we used it last week, and they cooked really well. A bit smoky because it's the first time it's been, first few times it's been used. But it gets hot super quick. It's got a timer on it, and it just seems to work really well. So pop them in there and see how nice they come out.
So Daddy's just brushing out all the dust off from when he was grinding, so that he can paint. That's tidying up the ropes.
You see all the dust that I've got to get off?
Yeah.
That's why I've got to do it. Got to make sure there's no dust. Let's start some painting.
So now he's going to be painting on the side because he's already done the other side. And a creamy white this colour thingy-majiggy.
Very hard to put on this paint.
Why?
It's very thick, but doesn't seem to cover very well.
Oh.
You will do in a bit, see.
Look, Lois is driving.
Alright.
Daddy's just doing the paint.
That's right. Very hard to go on this stuff actually.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, train.
Okay, done all my bits and bobs. Just going for a nice little walk before we go home. Kids have enjoyed themselves, even though they've had to keep occupy themselves while Daddy was doing the painting. But I think they've had fun. Morning. Back of the boat. I'm going to paint the other side today. Weather forecast is good for today, but rain tomorrow. So I'm going to do the other side hopefully today, get all the coach lines put on there, or masking tape that is, and then paint it today. Hopefully get 2 coats, and then I probably still have the front and the back to do some small areas, but all depends if I've got any paint left. If I've got paint left today, I'll do it. If not, then it's going to be so quick to do. It's only going to take me sort of half hour to do a coat on the front and half hour on the back, so that can be done any time really. It's the bulk of it which I need to get done. So back of the boat, and here I am. Right, all prepped, all masked up. I use a special vinyl tape, this blue stuff here, to prevent bleeding when I pull it off. So fingers crossed that'll work. It is due to rain in 5 hours time. I do want to get 2 coats done. Now it does take 2 hours to be touch dry, 5 hours to dry fully. Now it is hot, so I'm hoping in 2 hours I'll be able to recoat, but let's see. I don't want to mess it up, so let's see what happens. Okay, so I've done a full day of painting. This is obviously what it sounds like with the coach lines roughly on and the primer. Let me walk around and show you what it looks like now I've done the blue. I managed to do 2 coats. It is due to rain in, well, it depends what weather forecast I look at. One says an hour and a half, the other one says 2 hours and a half, so hopefully it's 2 hours and a half. Are you ready for the unveiling? I'm only going to get one side done this weekend because it's going to rain all day tomorrow, but at least I've done one side under my belt. Are you ready? Here goes. I am very, very pleased with that. It doesn't even look like our boat. Because it's sheen, it's got a slight shine to the paint, you can see some imperfections in the actual bodywork, because it's a wood top, as I've said before, so you can see where it kind of divots in a little bit. Can't really do much about that. I could try filling it, but it's such a big open panel, it's just going to fall off and it's going to be awful, in my opinion. Or I could resheet it, but I mean that's just not going to happen. I didn't plan to paint it at this moment in time, so, but I'm happy with that. So I've done that. I've done the whole of one side. I've done some of the front. I haven't done the front bit here because I had to redo it with some more undercoat primer. Got a name on it finally, which is good. That tape I used didn't bleed at all. I'm really, really pleased. So that's really good. A few bits where I've accidentally touched it. I've even painted the seating area, which will be ripped out at some point for a new seating area. Same sort of design, but it'll probably be better wood, or I might even try and do it out of metal. But that's can be done next year, to be fair. Got the tiller and the back bit here. Now I've left the primer bit in the middle there because I'm going to do a white panel round with like a little semicircle bits, like you see a lot of boats with. A lot of the big boats have it, so I want it. But yeah, overall I'm really pleased. Morning again. Right, we're back at the boat. We've not been up for about 3-4 weeks because we've some family holiday. Always great going away with the kids, so we went down to Seaside, had a lot of fun. But now back to come and do some painting now. Sad thing is, the weather forecast is sunny today till 5 and then rain tomorrow, so I'm not going to get it all done again, which is really irritating. I just want to get it done. But here I am, back again on my own. Lauren's at home with the kids. Thought I'd try and just get a crack on. I want to try and get at least one coat all over today, and then I'll be happy just to do a second coat another time. Now coming back to obviously look over what I've done last time. It's obviously got cobwebs all over it, but a couple of issues I'm not happy about is this primer is supposed to be awesome for metal and wood, yet the corrosions will come back through. So It's a bit irritating. I'm going to reapply some more today, see how we get on, and fingers crossed it'll be okay. Also, some of the white hasn't come taking that well, but I'll redo that. I mean, I can do that once I've done the block colour. Looks like it's just a matter of just going over the top of some of the bits, so I'll do that. But where it's been on the wood, it's gone lovely. I mean, that's just a bit of dirt from the rain. So my usual luck has struck again. Just about to put the last tiny bit of paint on before letting it dry to put the sun coat on, and it's bloody rained. It's not supposed to rain. It's not supposed to rain at all today. I've checked 4 different weather forecasts. Look, it's raining. 4 different weather forecasts I checked, and they all said sunny until tomorrow, and it still bloody rains. Worse luck. So I hope it doesn't do much damage. Hopefully it will just be a tiny little bit of rain. I can allow it to dry and maybe put a sun coat on. It won't affect it, but I'm not very hopeful. So fingers crossed. The sky is blue again. I can carry on painting. Doesn't look like it's done too much damage, thankfully. So, do another coat. It's not going to rain again, although one weather forecast does say rain at up till 5. But the grey clouds, which are there, have moved overhead now. So I'm hoping, I can't see much over there. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Crap. It had a black cloud come from absolutely nowhere. I'm about 3/4 of the way through putting a second coat on. This is sure to ruin it all. Looks like I've got another weekend painting. It's absolutely hammering it down outside now. It should have started about 4 hours after I painted, which I thought would be long enough. I checked 3 different weather forecasts and they all said the same, but it actually started about 2 hours after I finished painting, so I'm a bit worried it's going to damage the paintwork. I suppose I won't know until it stops raining and dries, which I suppose to rain all day tomorrow, so it may not be until I come back up next time, so I'm a little bit worried. As it's meant to rain all day tomorrow, I'm thinking about moving the boat to my normal mooring space now, while I'm already dirty, then have a shower and then go and find some dinner. Otherwise, tomorrow morning I have to do it while I'm clean, get soaking wet, have to drive back, so it makes sense to do it now. Over and out. So, it's done. It has been rained on. Until it's fully dry, I'm not going to know if it's done any damage or not. I suspect it has. All the masking tape that's got soaking wet and it's kind of all turned into glue and stuck on. So as you can see, there's lots of areas which is stuck on, which I can't get off, so I'm going to have to get something to get it off with. I don't damage the paintwork, which is a right pain in the arse. But that's nothing I can do about it, so no point getting too stressed about it. But I'm going to paint the cover for that hatch white, I think, with some sort of decorative colour in the middle. I'm not sure what yet, but that is my intention. But it's 8 o'clock now. I'm going to put the boat back over there. I'm going to shower up and go home actually, so I'll probably get home about the time I've showered, driven and had something to eat, probably 1 o'clock, but I don't think there's any point staying here. I'm fed up because of the rain anyway, so I'm not in the greatest of moods. So this will probably be the end of our videos with the painting. More or less done, just a few bit odds and ends to sort of tartan up, but overall, apart from the rain, I am super happy with it. It really has made a big difference to what the boat looks like. Now if you're wondering what that grey bit there is that I've missed, that's going to be white, so I can do a nice white bit with an overlay just like most narrow boats have. But yeah, signing off, goodbye. Hi guys, so I'm back at Platypus today. It's a weekday, it's Stanley's first day of school, so I took a day off to take him in. I thought, let's go and do the last few bits on Platypus with the paintwork. So I've been up here, I've done the last few bits and bobs, everything's kind of done now. Overall, I am happy with the way it's turned out. I do ideally want a better finish, but with the time scale I had, I am happy with how it's come. Now it looks nice. I'm very impressed with the colour and I'm happy with the colour. So it's kind of all done. Not sure what I'm going to do next. I mean, we can hopefully do a bit of cruising before the summer goes, and then I'm going to start doing inside. I've got a lot to do. I've got the sides to do. I've got to take the floor up. I've got to repair a piece of floor. I've got to sort out the bilge, make it all nice and clean, so I can paint it. And I need to move my bilge pump to a better area as well as where I've got it at the moment, it's not the shallowest place, but I put it in there when I was out of the water, so I wasn't entirely sure where it needed to be put. But I've got so much to do, so I intend to do a lot of that over the winter when there's nothing to do at home, ready so I can do some cruising again in the summer. I don't know how long it's going to take. I haven't put a time scale on it, but Lauren and I are just going to do as much as we can when we can, and get as cheaply as we can, if I'm honest with you, and then hopefully get it done whenever it's done. But thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it as always. Please keep subscribing. Please share it to everybody else. If you've got any questions, please leave it at the bottom there. I do like answering your questions. I do like seeing your comments. And we'll see you next time. Take care.